Hello and welcome. You're watching Too Sharp with ET. I'm Nisha Poddar, and the big news developments for today that you must know about. First, the US economy may be heading towards a recession by design, and markets bleed as Trump's tariff shock hits home. The White House has projected that tariffs could really generate up to $600 billion in revenues per year, a claim met with skepticism by economists who argue that consumers and businesses will bear the cost. Several economists across the globe have warned that the US economy may be heading towards a recession by design, as Trump's policies put pressure on businesses, workers, and consumers alike. Let's take a look at some of those important views coming in. JPMorgan's chief economist now sees a 60% chance of a global recession in the year 2025, up from 40% earlier. Goldman Sachs echoed the concerns, raising its recession probability from 20% to now 35% in the next 12 months. The firm also slashed its 2025 GDP forecast to just 1%, and projected a rise in the unemployment rate to 4.5%. Mark Zandi, who's the chief economist at Moody's Analytics, has also raised his recession forecast from 15% to 40%, and former RBI Governor Raghuram Rajan calls Trump's move a self-goal, noting limited but real spillover effect on India. Jefferies slams Trump's move as Impoverishment Day, drawing parallel to the Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act in 1930, which, remember, deepened the Great Depression. And warns of a waterfall-style market collapse, especially due to passive investment herd behavior. Predicts that rate cuts by the Fed and a weaker US dollar are now more likely, which could really support the Asian equities in the short term. So this particular momentum and sentiment is gaining ground to be closely watched out for. Let's now talk about the market impact. And markets bleed as Trump's tariff shock hits home. Sensex as well as Nifty tumble. Sensex plunges 930 points. Nifty drops 345 points to 22,904. The global recession jitters also affecting S&P 500, which sees biggest single-day fall since 2020. Nikkei is down 3.4%, the worst week since the COVID crash. Let's focus on the separate pockets now. Pharma stocks crashed because Trump signals new pharma tariffs coming. Aurobindo, Loris Labs, Ipca, Lupin, all of them fall up to 7%. Sector was rallying until Trump's sudden U-turn. Now, looking at heavyweights, they drag the indices. Reliance Industries has a special mention which adds to the fall. Pharma, metal fall maximum in terms of indices, and IT, auto, realty, oil and gas also fell by about 2 to 4%. This particular jitter is being digested by the market. Lots to be seen in the coming days. With that, it's a wrap on Too Sharp with ET. Thanks so much.